Georgia -7. Ole Miss.
There it is. There's the belt to ass on the back of the envelope. Man, put it on the phone bill.
That's actually a hospital bill, but belt to ass, baby. I am feeling too confident in this game, man. I can't help it. I don't know why. And we're gonna rewind it a year. This may become a curse on the show because I haven't. Last year we wasn't doing the belt to ass thing. That little bit I have that I do. But it was basically what I was saying belt to ass last year when I picked Georgia over Notre Dame. So let's see if it's a curse or can I redeem myself? Because I do feel a little bit more confident in this Georgia Ole Miss game than I did beginning of the year. And the main reason why is because I think this UGA defense has improved tremendously since they played Ole Miss. Now, we'll find out for sure if it was improved because I do think, they didn't face the greatest of offenses since Ole Miss. But I think they have improved. And the one way they have improved, one area that they have improved specifically is third down conversions. Listen to this, Austin. In September, they gave up 40.7% third downs. October, 43.2. November, 27.9. And December, 21.4. It has steadily dropped as the season progresses. I know they have it.
Only team you played in December was us, you jackass. Sorry. Keep going.
Hey, that's improvement considering how Bama gashed Georgia on third downs 6 months ago or whatever. So I do think this defense has improved. They also, since the Ole Miss game, nobody has scored more than 21 points on Georgia. Nobody. Yeah, I didn't think that was true either. I had to go fact check an article and go make sure what I was reading was correct. And it was. They have not allowed 21 points or more. So yeah, I'm just a lot of confident. And the main reason I'm really confident, Ole Miss cannot stop the run. Even in the blowout win against Tulane, their running back had 15 carries for 84 yards. Mississippi State game, both their running backs had 253 yards on 37 carries combined. Oklahoma had a running back go for 9 carries, 109 yards. Oklahoma cannot run the ball. They're just very similar to Alabama when it comes to the run game. If UGA can run the ball again like they did in the first matchup, and I think they will, and if that defense is improved, I see this game going in a way where we have like a mini first quarter shootout, maybe like a 14-14 first quarter. And then Georgia gets a couple of stops. They pull away. It gets ugly. And yeah, I'm calling it, baby. Belt to ass. Give me the dogs. We don't usually do point spreads like talk about whether they're going to cover, and Georgia will cover.
Here's some interesting things to me. I think about that first game, and obviously, look, both teams are different now, right? Georgia's improved. Ole Miss still don't know what they look like, without their coach. It looked like against Tulane, the offense is still rolling. But in that first game, total yards, Georgia had 510 yards. Ole Miss had 351. I'm just going down the stat line. Georgia, 34 first downs. Ole Miss, 21. Ole Miss on third down was 5 for 9.
Mm-hmm.
Time of possession, Georgia, almost 38 minutes. Ole Miss, 22 minutes. And it was a one-score ball game.
Yeah, Ole Miss is very explosive. Georgia is not.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think the run game of Georgia is going to be the difference in this game. Not so much to establish the run and not taking anything away from Gunnar Stockton, but more so just to keep it out of Ole Miss's hands.
Yeah.
If they scored 35 points in 22 minutes and it took Georgia, 38 minutes to score 43, what happens if you give the ball to Ole Miss 5 or 6 more minutes a game?
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's dangerous. Yeah, and again, not saying Georgia can't. Their defense has definitely improved, but I don't think you've faced an offense like Ole Miss's. I don't know if I'm saying belt the ass. I think it's going to be a comfortable win by Georgia. Um, and I could see them covering. If the line was 10, I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, I would.
Um,
I'm feeling feisty on this day after Christmas.
hey, I'm here for it.
Athlete Forum podcast. I heard Kirby barks in his sleep. I mean, true Georgia man. True Georgia man. Then he wakes up screaming, "Go Dogs!"
That's not Kirby. That's Chris.
That's me.
Athlete.
Yeah, that is me. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think. I think. I don't know, man. I'm feeling too confident, and it kind of scares me because this is how I felt going into the Notre Dame game last year. If you
Yeah,
remember.
I feel like Georgia's in a much better spot this year,
Yeah.
health wise. I mean, they were banged up, in Atlanta this year, but I feel like the bye week, if anybody benefits from the bye week, I think it's going to be Georgia, because they needed to get healthy, and I mean, I was listening to Kirby. Sounds like they're in a pretty good spot,
They are.
uh,
We do have
health
a DB
wise.
that unfortunately is injured and doesn't look back, but we are getting 2 or 3 wide receivers back. We're getting, yeah, I think we're good health wise. It's probably the healthiest we've been all year.
Yeah, and that was not the case going into the Dame game last year.
No, and then you had, and I'm not making excuses because look, Notre Dame had the same circumstances Georgia had, but look, at the end of the day, Notre Dame just out physicaled, out coached, and out, did everything against Georgia. But one thing Notre Dame didn't have that Georgia did was that is the day Kirby lost his dad. So it was in New Orleans when it happened, I believe. So yeah, it'll be. I don't know. Hopefully, it don't come back to bite me. We'll see if it happens again and I'm wrong. It'll be deemed a curse at this point. It'll be 2 years in a row, and it may just be a running bit every year. So we'll see. Man, that's a pretty good show. While
Yeah.
everybody's here, please, 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 please go subscribe to the YouTube channel at College Sports Crew. It is right there under me and Austin. It is right there, YouTube tab.